am Dr. Essence Johnson, a HBCU-made, residency-trained community and correctional health optometrist. I graduated from Prairie View A&M University in 2005 and the Pennsylvania College of Optometry in 2010. I'm also the Chief Visionary Officer of Black Eye Care Perspective. I chose optometry after my paternal grandmother told me I would go to hell if I became a lawyer. At a very timely career day presentation, I was able to see both a Black female admissions officer and a Black female optometrist, and that changed the trajectory of my entire career. Did you know that less than 2% of practicing optometrists identify as Black or African American, even though we make up about 13% of the US population? I want you to know that if you see it, you too can be it, and that optometry is a career choice for those of you studying biology or interested in a pre-health profession. Join us on Tuesday, October 6, 2020 for our Impact HBCU initiative. If you see it, you can be it. We're being intentional in our impact and creating awareness and recruiting Black students into the eye care industry. We hope that everyone attends is left informed and inspired to pursue a career as a doctor of optometry. Help us redefine the color of the eye care industry 1% at a time by creating a pipeline for Black students into the profession and cultivating lifelong relationships.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dada. This is my practice Essential Eye Care and Optical right here in Apopka, Florida. A little bit about myself. I grew up in this area, went to high school down the street, and then I went to the University of Florida, go Gators for undergrad, and then Nova Southeastern in Fort Lauderdale for optometry school. So a little bit of why I chose optometry as a career. Both of my parents were nurses, so I was kind of exposed to the medical field. And I didn't want to deal with blood, broken bones, and different things like that all day. I had glasses, my siblings had glasses, my parents didn't have glasses. I kind of put some questions on why me and not them. And so I kind of started to search what career can kind of, put all that together, and optometry did. So able to have a relaxed environment. That's how I keep my practice, able to deal with the medical side, patient health, and medical eye care. I'm able to do a little more retail. I don't have to deal with the blood and broken bones, and I'm able to have my own business. So optometry allowed me to encompass all of those together. So as a student, if some of those things interest you, then optometry is definitely a career you could choose. Ask questions, shadow, get more information, and kind of make that decision. But we hope you choose optometry.
Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Nishan Presley, and I'm a practicing optometrist in Orlando, Florida. But before I was an optometrist, I was a college student or a high school student just like you, without a clear understanding of where I wanted to go. But at that time, I was going to the Norfolk State University, an HBCU located in Norfolk, Virginia. There, I was able to find myself, and I also pledged the best sorority, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, and then I went on to optometry school at Salus University's Pennsylvania College of Optometry, where I was able to complete my doctorate degree in only 3 years. So I chose optometry because I wanted to make a difference. How many eye doctors do you know in your life? I'll wait. Exactly. In my opinion, vision is the #1 sense that's taken for granted. We wake up and boom, we can see. But what happens when you wake up and you can't see? What happens if you don't know what crisp and clear vision is? What happens if one day you wake up and you have double vision? How can you fix it? That's what I do. So I love helping people see better, crisper, and clearer. I love finding diseases that they may not know they have just through their eyes. I'm able to diagnose glaucoma. I'm able to help diagnose diabetes, high blood pressure, cancers, you name it. The eyes aren't only the window to the soul, but they're also the window to your body. So that's how you can make a difference. That's why you should become an optometrist. For one, to increase the number of us in these spaces, and two, to help save someone's life. Thanks so much, guys. Bye.
My name is Dr. Jacoby Cleaver, proud graduate of the University of Houston, go Cougs, and proud graduate of the Pennsylvania College of Optometry at Salus University. Currently, I'm on staff with the Baylor College of Medicine, Department of Ophthalmology, seeing patients at one of the affiliated community health centers here in Houston, Texas. I remember my first eye exam like it was yesterday. I remember getting my first pair of glasses and the immediate impact it had on me at the time. I also remember telling my mom that's probably what I'm gonna do when I get older. I became an optometrist because of the immediate impact you can have on the lives of your patients.
Impact HBCU. My name is Dr. Adam Young. I'm an optometrist and eye doctor. I practice in the northern outskirts of Atlanta, Georgia. My background, I grew up in Stone Mountain, Georgia. I graduated from the University of Georgia, commit to the G, go Dogs, and graduated from the Great Southern College of Optometry in Memphis, Tennessee. My journey and how, why, and where I am and where I stand today all started with my father. My dad was a diabetic. I saw, how it took a toll on his body and also his vision. He already had a childhood traumatic eye injury, so his vision was already a little shaky. So just trying to, understand, and hearing the different things that diabetes could do to one's vision really triggered and prompted me to dig a little deeper and do some research and trying to figure out how I could, in a sense, save my dad's sight. As I did my research and, did different things in terms of trying to understand how the eyes work, understand how they're associated, affiliated with systemic health. It also opened up a door in the sense of learning a little bit more about the profession of being an eye doctor. And honestly, I haven't looked back since. The world of optometry has been a blessing for me and my family, and it's opened a lot of doors and opportunity, and I greatly appreciate this profession. I would consider optometry just for the simple fact that there's a multitude of different ways that you can practice. It can be private practice, it could be in a commercial setting, it could be in a hospital VA setting, it could be doing research for some pharmaceutical companies. You also could be, join team academia. Consider optometry if you want to join a profession that has tremendous job security. No matter what's going on, people need to see. And I think that's very important when it comes to looking for different jobs, different professions, when you think of, long term when building your career. Consider optometry if you have interest maybe in the medical profession, but say, hey, I just don't want to do surgery. You can still impact lives every single day by giving the gift of sight. Consider optometry if you want to live a comfortable life, be able to support your family, be able to take vacations, be able to just to live life and do things that you've never probably dreamed of doing. Consider optometry if you want to change and maybe a shift in a generation of maybe some struggle and change that and shift it to a generation of wealth. Consider optometry if you want a strong, cohesive colleagues, a strong knit unit that works together to give back to the community and do things in ways that we've never thought we could imagine to do. Optometry is a great profession. I love it. I know it is my calling, and I just really appreciate being able to help people's lives every single day. Again, my name is Dr. Adam Young. This is why I chose optometry and why you should choose it too. Salute.
Hi, my name is Dr. Gloria Hintz, and I am an optometrist. I'm a proud HBCU graduate from Prairie View A&M University, and this is why I became an optometrist. Growing up, I knew I wanted to be a doctor because my grandfather lost his vision to glaucoma, but did not realize there was such a thing as an eye doctor. And one day, growing up, my mom had a dollar store that she owned, and one of her frequent customers casually came in and was talking about how her daughter was graduating from optometry school and she was going to be an eye doctor. And the moment she said an eye doctor, literally a light went off in my head because I had never even thought about the term an eye doctor and didn't know what it was. So I remember going home and just being so infatuated with the term eye doctor and a doctor that just focuses on the health of the eyes. And from that moment on, I was laser focused on becoming an eye doctor. So this is why I think you should consider becoming an optometrist. An optometrist has a really wide range of practice settings, from settings in a hospital-based clinic to becoming an entrepreneur with one or multiple practices like myself, also working in a surgery setting or specialty setting, working in a corporate setting, or even in a military setting as a military officer and doctor like myself.
Hi everyone, this is Dr. Jean Jacques. I am a 2011 graduate of Florida Atlantic University and a 2016 graduate of Pennsylvania College of Optometry at Salus University. Optometry first made an impact in my life when I got my first pair of glasses at the end of elementary school. I remember thinking how much of a boss lady my optometrist was. Fast forward to being an undergraduate student, I got the chance to shadow several optometrists in my local area. I shadowed an optometrist who owned her own private practice and several optometrists who worked in a corporate setting. It was then that I realized how flexible the career of optometry could be. Not only could I make a huge impact in someone's quality of life by affecting their vision, I could also maintain a great work-life balance. I am part of the 2% of optometrists in the United States who identifies as Black or African American. It is our goal to have the field of optometry be as diverse as the populations that it serves.
Hi, my name is Dr. Sharon Gordon, and I'm the proud alumni of Florida Agricultural Mechanical University, class of 1993. Go Rattlers! I'm also the proud graduate of the New England College of Optometry, class of 1998. My journey in optometry started when I was about the age of 12 when I had my first eye examination. The doctor saw my interest. I was asking questions, and the doctor took the time to answer my questions. When I left that office, it left an impression on me. So I started researching science classes. I started taking science classes and also started researching optometry. I was surprised to know that there were not a lot of female optometrists, but also there were not a lot of African American optometrists. So as I went and pursued my academic career, graduating from FAMU in 1993 with a Bachelor of Science degree, I continue in pursuit of my optometry degree in the class of 1998 from the New England College of Optometry. The reason I love optometry is because being in clinical practice for 22 years, I've had the opportunity to serve my community. I've also had the opportunity to go on mission trips and do eye exams in different countries. And so as I serve as an optometrist to help others see well, it allows me to be able to communicate with my patients if I see issues and problems with their ocular health, to kind of talk to them about what may be going on with their physical health that they might not even be aware of. And so optometry has allowed me the opportunity to serve. It has allowed me the opportunity to be a doctor. It has allowed me the opportunity to be able for young men and women to see somebody that looks like themselves and give them a chance to ask questions that allows me to answer their questions. And so it's been a wonderful opportunity. It's been a beautiful journey. And as I continue to serve, I look forward to welcoming all those who are considering a career. If you're not quite sure what you want to do, but you're going in the medical profession, I would ask you to consider optometry. Optometry is a really excellent profession for the reasons that I've just discussed with you. But one of the things that allows me to serve is that I've decided that this career was something I wanted to pursue, and I pursued it, and I kept going until I accomplished my goal. And I'm so very glad I did. So to my future optometrist that's going to join me in the ranks of serving their community, I look forward to welcoming you. And if you have any questions or concerns, we look forward to answering them for you. And thank you so much for taking the time to listen. Have a great day.
Hi, I'm Dr. Paris Wright, a 1999 graduate of Tennessee State University and a 2007 graduate of Nova Southeastern University College of Optometry. I am residency trained in geriatrics and low vision rehabilitation, and I currently practice as an assistant professor at an optometry school. I chose optometry at the age of 16 after getting my first pair of glasses. And I remember thinking that if I could make people feel this good and give them the gift of sight, I would do that every day of my life. And I have never regretted that decision. Optometry is a great profession because you have many options as an optometrist. You can practice in academia as I do, research, private practice, hospital-based optometry, product development, the options are almost endless. If I can do it, you can do it. I am HBCU made, HBCU proud. Go Big Blue.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's Dr. Ada Sola for day. Shout out to that Black Eye Care Perspective for all the great work that they're doing in our community, man, to advance the profession of optometry forward. Really, really appreciate y'all, man. I'm blessed and honored to be a part of this group of amazing ODs. And I love this initiative of why I chose to be an optometrist and why you should too. I'm going to go ahead and go straight into it, right? So I'm going to represent one of the most premier institutions in the state of Texas, which is going to be University of Houston. So when I was at U of H, I ended up getting kicked out. So why did I get kicked out? Because I was a delinquent. I was doing foolishness. I was not in my right mind. And I was taking classes that I believe at the time was pre-chemistry or chemistry for pre-pharmacy because my father is a pharmacist. So I figured I'd go ahead and, do that to appease him, and everything will be great. I personally went to go play football and to do track. Now, when that didn't work out because I got kicked out of school, I had to figure a way to get back into the University of Houston. So I appealed the process, and they said in order to do this, well, you need to figure out what you want to do. You can't just be back on our campus just chilling. So I said, okay, let me go the biology route and just kind of figure it out. Then I ended up going kinesiology, which was the study of kinesiology, which is the study of health and human performance. So I figured at the time, I was like, well, I can't play ball, but I can work out, and I love that, and I love how the body moves and how it works. So I decided to do that and start taking prereqs for biology to figure it out. Lo and behold, my grandfather, at the time, I was spending time with him. He was, in the States at this time. He, for the most part, lived in Nigeria, but he was in America, and he was a full-blown blind as a bat, and he had glaucoma. And I remember asking him, hey, what happened? And he would tell me, hey, well, my vision just started slowly deteriorating over time. Before you know it, I couldn't see nothing. And I started asking myself the right questions like, yo, how do people go blind? And that's how that sparked my interest. And I said, you know what? Let me go get an exam and start learning everything about my eyes. You want to tell you what happened? My IOP was 35 millimeters of mercury, which when you see that jumps out at you, that is off the chart right there. So they asked me immediately, hey, you got glaucoma in your family? I said, well, my grandfather does, I think, and he's blind. They said, oh my gosh, you need to investigate that. So I did. And I realized that not only did my dad have it, my uncles had it, everybody, and it was rampant in my family. So due to that right there, that really, really solidified the fact that I was really going to choose to do optometry and say, I'm going to pursue this and become the eye doctor in the family. And I'm so blessed and I'm so happy that I chose that profession because the gift of being able to provide sight and improve vision is something that I think is vastly underrated. And I think that like when I was in school at Nova Southeastern College of Optometry in Fort Lauderdale, I remember, leading a couple teams to Nicaragua and Jamaica. And I just remember the looks on the people's faces when we would just give them a pair of glasses. It wasn't even that it was their exact prescription, but it was just in the ballpark. And it was literally a life-changing experience. It literally will open your eyes, pun intended, and show you how much of a gift sight truly is. So, with that, I think that, you should choose optometry because it's not just, a profession that's like necessary and like it's important, but I think it's actually life-changing when you really think about it. So with that, guys, please choose optometry and help us make this world see better. Peace.
Hi, I am Dr. Samantha Love, and I graduated from Southern University in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and Illinois College of Optometry in Chicago, Illinois. I own Claremont Family Eye Care, which is located in Claremont, just outside of Orlando, Florida. I am an optometrist, and I wanted to share with you why you should be one too. I first became interested in eyes when I had an eye injury in chemistry class. At that time, I noticed that there were not any female optometrists and there were not any Black optometrists in my hometown of Fort Pierce, Florida. Also, I figured, you know what? It's pretty easy just to flip between dials and do which one is better, 1 or 2 all day long. But little did I know, optometry was much more than that. Optometry is a very rewarding career, and you get a chance to help people to see the leaves on the trees for the very first time, their parents' faces, and see to drive safely. We have the unique ability to look at someone's eyes and diagnose medical conditions such as diabetes, blood pressure, cholesterol, cancer, herpes, and syphilis, just to name a few. Optometry also enables you to have flexibility in your life in order to spend time with your family and friends and being able to afford to go on vacations. You should consider a career in optometry so that you too can make a difference in someone's life. And optometry is an awesome profession to go into. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Dr. Latandra Blue. I'm a new private practice owner and captain in the United States Army Reserve, where I serve as a military optometrist. I'm also a graduate of the University of Alabama at Birmingham. While at UAB as an undergrad, I was able to be a part of the Minority Healthcare Shadowing Program that allowed me to get insight to many healthcare professions. That's where I fell in love with optometry. Why? Because optometrists get to be impactful to their patients' health and wellness, and we get to hook them up with some style. You should choose optometry because it's technology driven, it's ever changing. There's different modes of practice, and it offers a good work-life balance.
This is Dr. Ansel Johnson, the OG/OD member of Black Eye Care Perspectives. And let me share with you what made me want to become an optometrist. I love science, I love people, and that combination interested me into wanting to be on the path to being a doctor. I looked at options, the most frequent path being a physician or a specialist, or other medical issue. My classmate made me aware of optometry. The eye care and eyesight affects quality of life from everyone from a child learning in school to a senior citizen dealing with diabetes and their eyesight. The hook of that opportunity was that there are only about 400 Black optometrists out of 27,000 in this country. And I saw an opportunity to have a tremendous effect, not only on the eyesight, but the health of my community. The technology that we use day to day is just amazing. It's ever changing, much different from when I first went to school. Now, I graduated from PWI, Illinois Wesleyan University in Bloomington, Illinois, with a bachelor's degree in biology. I graduated with a Doctor of Optometry degree from the New England College of Optometry in Boston. And today we've been in practice for 30 years. And so I represent Black history, and I represent Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. Go Mob.
I am Dr. Kendria Cartledge, the owner optometrist at Vista Vision Optometric Center in Columbia, South Carolina. I'm a 2006 graduate of Clemson University. I also graduated from the Southern College of Optometry in 2010. Why did I choose optometry? Originally, I wanted to be a general family physician, but after attending a summer medical education program during my junior year of college, where we had to mimic the coursework of a medical student, I found that I didn't like my rotations through the emergency room department into the late hours of the night. During that program, I realized that I needed to find something else within the medical profession where I could have a better work-life balance. So once I completed that program, I came home and shadowed my local optometrist, and the rest is history. Why should you choose optometry? Optometry is very rewarding. There are numerous modalities where you can practice. As an optometrist, you have the opportunity to greatly impact the quality of your patient's life. This is why I chose optometry, and you should too.
Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Eleanor Siri. I attended Salisbury University for my undergrad, and for grad school I went to Salus University, Pennsylvania College of Optometry. Yes, my undergrad is not an HBCU, but I'm a very active member in my local Salisbury community, and I'm very proud to have graduated from that school. How did I become an optometrist, or why did I become an optometrist? I actually spent 8+ years in information technology, believe it or not. It wasn't for me. I knew I always wanted to be some kind of a doctor, and here I am today. I grew up in a country where healthcare was a complete myth and vision care a luxury, total luxury. And so it was easy when it came for time for me to decide what I wanted to do in the medical field. I'm here to encourage anyone that's out there. I went to optometry school as a single mother, and it was tough. My family was extremely supportive, but I made it through. You can make it through too. Just put your heart at it and go for it. Have a good one, guys.
Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Johnny Moret. Graduated from the University of Florida, class of 2007, where there I pledged the one and only Theta Sigma chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. Thereafter, attended Nova Southeastern University, where I received my doctorate in optometry and became an optometrist. Why did I become an optometrist? Because one, it was one of the first professions I was exposed to when I was young. I remember the time where I got poked in the eye, playing basketball, blood dripping all over the place, didn't know what was going on. I had to go see my optometrist where they could go ahead and diagnose and take care of me. I remember I got stung by a bee on the eyelid, had an allergic reaction. Yeah, I had to go see my optometrist. And I remember I was struggling in school and wanted to go ahead and improve my grades, and kind of find out I was nearsighted. Yeah, couldn't see the board for nothing. And ever since I got my new pair of glasses, guess what? My grades skyrocketed. In addition, I had the opportunity to volunteer and shadow various doctors at Shines Hospital and the University of Florida Eye Care Clinic, as well as various private practices in the Gainesville, Florida area. From there, I knew that I wanted to make an impact in people's lives. Why? Because vision is very important in everyone's life. Imagine if you didn't have your vision, how would it affect your hobbies? How would it affect your career? How would it affect what you want to do in life in the future? Vision is very important in everyone's everyday life. At the same time, I love being around people. So I knew that in the field of optometry, at one point or another, everyone will have to see their optometrist at one point in their life. So why should you choose optometry? Well, first and foremost, think about it. Here in the U.S., African Americans, Black Americans represent 13% of the U.S. population. Guess how many of them are optometrists? Are all the optometrists that's represented in the U.S.? Only 2%. So if you want to make that difference and increase that 2% to 3, 4, 5, hey, this is the field for you. In addition, if you have a passion to go ahead and give people sight, to go ahead and diagnose different systemic diseases such as hypertension, diabetes, high cholesterol within people's sights, so you can refer them to the right doctors to take care of those issues, then this is the field for you. So think about it. Once again, it's a pleasure meeting you. I'm Dr. Moret, and choose optometry.
Hello, my name is Dr. Sharita Smith, and I am an optometrist. I attended Xavier University of Louisiana, an HBCU. XU. I chose Xavier because it was #1 in the nation in placing African Americans into medical and health professional schools. Xavier has prepared me to further my education to attend the Pennsylvania College of Optometry at Salus University. I chose optometry as a profession for a number of reasons. First, it's a great profession. You can work part-time, you can have a family, you can help people, as well as earn a decent living. Next, you can educate patients on eye health, as well as eye care, as well as save lives. You can also look into a person's eyes and detect diseases such as high blood pressure, diabetes, glaucoma, just to name a few, while it impacts their vision. I never had to wear glasses or contact lenses. I was always 20/20. I wear glasses now for fashion. I wanted to help people see as clearly as I could. I chose optometry, and you should too.
Hi, my name is Dr. Shanka Norwood, and I'm a proud HBCU graduate of Jackson State University. I became an optometrist because I knew early on that I wanted to give the gift of sight to kids like myself who couldn't see well or afford glasses or contacts. Now that I have been practicing over 10 years, I am doing just that. I am serving children and families in the community that I grew up in. I am also the proud owner of Norwood Family Eye Care. You too can become a role model in your community and give the gift of sight by becoming an optometrist.
Hello, my name is Dr. Adam Ramsey. I am a 2008 graduate of the University of Florida in Gainesville. Go Gators. And I got into optometry because I wanted to work for myself. I wanted to work in a profession that allowed me to combine business with medicine. I love the ability to help people, and I love the immediate gratification. Somebody comes in blurry, they leave clear. Somebody comes in pain, they leave with a smile. I love optometry because most people come there and they're happy. Very few people come in there unhappy to go to the optometrist. My office has no air puff, so we're the no air puff, no drop office. So no drops, no air puff. People love coming in to my office, and I get to be a part of the community. Being able to help people see, to function better at work, allows me to be really in the middle of the community. I love to see people walking around with my frames on, and I'm styling them for their Zoom meetings. So I love optometry. I love the medical aspect of it. I love the fashion aspect of it. I love everything that optometry has given me. It has been a true blessing. And I chose it, and I want to challenge you to choose it. And I want to challenge you to look out and look into optometry. Being an optometrist is a wonderful profession. It is a great thing. I love it every day. And if you have a science background, or you care about science, or you care about helping people, look into optometry. I think you would really enjoy it. Look and try and shadow somebody around you so that you can kind of see the profession for yourself. Reach out to Black Eye Care Perspective. We will help find you a mentor. We will help find you somebody to shadow so that you get to see the profession for yourself. I want to see more minorities in this profession, and I challenge all my University of Florida graduates to come on out and think about optometry. Check us out. Go Gators.
Hi, my name is Dr. Jamira Felton. I'm an optometrist in League City, Texas. I graduated from in 2004, and I graduated from the University of Houston College of Optometry in 2008. I am currently a private practice owner of 3 offices, and I specialize in sports vision training, where we improve the connection between the eye and the brain so that the brain processes more of what the eye sees and enhances the athlete's sports performance. I knew I wanted to be an optometrist after meeting Dr. Suber. He's a Black eye doctor that came to speak to my seminar class when I was a junior at Prairie View. He discussed the pros and cons of being an eye doctor. Some of the pros are a comfortable lifestyle, where you don't have to live paycheck to paycheck. You don't have to worry about where your next meal is coming from. Maybe you won't be a millionaire, but at least you won't have to struggle just to make ends meet. You would also be able to have a good work-life balance, where when you go to work, you are fulfilled knowing that you're positively impacting people's lives and even saving lives in some instances. And then when work is done, you go home and spend quality time with your family. You don't have to worry about being pulled away at a moment's notice because you're on call. The reason that you should become an optometrist is because you would have the opportunity to give people one of their most precious senses, the gift of sight. You would also be able to leave a legacy for your children and grandchildren where you can show them what hard work gets you. You would also be able to be your own boss, call your own shots, make as much or as little money as you want. And you should also consider being an optometrist because you would be able to help us meet our goal of increasing the number of optometrists that look like us. Because as we all know, representation is everything. If you can see it, then you can be it.
Hello, my name is Dr. Janelle Davison. I am the CEO and founder of Brain Eyes Vision Center and Premier Eye Spa in Smyrna, Georgia. I am a 2001 graduate of Xavier University of Louisiana, which is a historically black college. It is the only Catholic institution that is a black college, and it is usually under 3,000 students. What made me want to become an optometrist is that I decided sophomore year that I didn't want to be in school until I was in my mid-30s. I wanted to originally be a pediatrician, but once I started matriculating through college, the classes were tough. I was getting tired, but I always had a passion for healthcare and helping others ever since I was a child. My mother tells me about 4 years old, I declared I wanted to be a doctor. I used to think a pediatrician, but I decided I like kids, but not like that. And I didn't want to dedicate as much more of my life to schooling. So I sought other options that are available. And I was actually recommended optometry by my optometrist, who was a female of color in Michigan, where I'm from. And after the recommendation, I went and found some other optometrists that I could shadow. And I decided that it was a very interesting career. It gave me the opportunity to be able to be an entrepreneur and own my own business. You can teach. You can do a gamut of things with an optometry degree. And it still allowed me to be the beloved doctor that I wanted to become. So now I service both adults as well as children. And I do a host of other eye care services and sell products and retail for fashion. So that's my story. That's why I wanted to be an optometrist, and I'm a graduate of Xavier University in Louisiana.
Hi everybody, my name is Dr. Nana Owusu and I am an optometrist. So today I want to take an opportunity to share with you why I decided to become an optometrist and why I think you should too. So first and foremost, I will start by saying, as you see, I am not wearing a t-shirt from my undergraduate institution because frankly, I couldn't decide which school I wanted to rep today. I have a degree from McMaster University where I played football, so I'm a proud Marauder. I have a degree from the University of Alberta and I have a degree from the University of Toronto. So after I did those, I went to the Illinois College of Optometry and I did my doctorate in optometry in Chicago, where I met my now wife, who is also Canadian and did her degree at the University of Manitoba. So as such, I figure rather than trying to call out one specific school, I would like to represent all of the schools across Canada. So I chose to be an optometrist because for me, optometry was that perfect blend of medicine, healthcare, and business management, entrepreneurship. The ability for me to work with people on a daily basis, serve my community, and give back to those who I felt were most in need. And so when I try to answer the question, why should you become an optometrist? I think of just that. I think that this is an opportunity for us as individuals and for you to directly serve your community, those who are coming up after you. You know, I think that when you become a leader in your community, your role is to pave the way so those coming after you can have what you have had and maybe even more, and further it for those coming after them as well. It's a great opportunity. You know, we've put together scholarships that we've done for undergraduate institutions. I am on the board at the Illinois College of Optometry. I'm on the Alumni Council at the Illinois College of Optometry. I'm the vice president of our provincial association here in Manitoba. And I'm on a number of different boards and councils. And all of this gives me the opportunity to share my skill set and share the things that I've learned over the years with those, as I said, who are coming up after me. And I think that's a wonderful thing. So I would absolutely recommend optometry to anybody who wants to consider it. It's a great profession. It's very rewarding. And it also, one thing that I will say that it does that maybe some other professions may not, is it provides a bit of diversity in terms of what you may be able to do. If you want to work in a hospital, if you want to work in private practice, if you want to focus on children, if you want to focus on sports medicine, if you want to focus on geriatrics or ocular disease, there is a huge breadth of opportunity within this profession, so you can serve the community in a number of different ways. And so that is why I would highly recommend that you consider optometry just as I have. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Dr. Whitney Corley. I graduated from Palm Beach Community College, currently known as Palm Beach State College. I then went on to Florida Atlantic University and graduated in the class of 2011. I went to MCPHS University School of Optometry, graduated in 2016. I decided to become an optometrist after I had an eye exam. I was an undergrad trying to decide on what I wanted to do. At the time I was studying behavioral neuroscience at FAU, and I just was intrigued with the visual system. I met several doctors in Palm Beach County. I shadowed some of the doctors, and I eventually worked at one of the offices, private practice in Palm Beach County. I really enjoyed myself. I had a great time. I would highly recommend the field of the eye care field in general. If one is interested, I think it's phenomenal. There's tons to do, and you can make a major difference in the lives of so many. I would highly recommend it if one is interested.
Hello, my name is Dr. Gerald Simon, and I'm an optometrist practicing in Birmingham, Alabama in a OD-MD multidisciplinary practice. I'm also an associate clinical professor at the University of Alabama in Birmingham School of Optometry, where I serve as the Director of Student Affairs, which includes admissions and recruitment. I chose optometry because I got the best of both worlds. It's flexibility. I'm an educator and I'm a practitioner. I also get to be a major player in the total health of my patients because, after all, the eyes are not separated from the rest of the body. A serious systemic problem oftentimes manifests itself in the eyes first, so that makes the optometrist the actual gatekeeper of that patient's total health.
Hi, my name is Dr. Natalie Flynn, and I am a 2011 graduate from the University of Florida, Go Gators, and I'm a member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. And how I became an optometrist, it was actually introduced to me by my line sister my last year of undergrad. I came into UF as a pre-med student, and I studied engineering along the way. In my second year, I decided not to pursue medical school because I didn't want to go through the amount of years that medical school demanded. And so I pursued engineering further. But in my last year, I realized that healthcare field was where my passions really lied. So when she mentioned optometry, it actually reminded me of my first time seeing an optometrist and my first pair of glasses, and how that changed the way I learned as well as how I viewed the world. So why I want you to consider optometry as a career field is, one, we are primary care health providers. We are sometimes the first one to diagnose diabetes, high blood pressure, and other systemic issues. And for children, we provide clear and comfortable vision so that they can do their best in school. Another reason why I want you to consider optometry is that we need more minority representation. We are part of the 2%. And how important it is for young children who are wearing glasses, who are coming in to see us, to see other Black doctors. And also, optometry provides many different modes of practice. I've been practicing 5 years, and I've been in academia for a couple of those years. I've taken a year off to be home with my children more and worked part-time in a private practice. And currently, I have a lease in a commercial office, seeing my own patients. This career has already fulfilled everything I've ever dreamed of. It has given me the work-life balance so that I can be with my family. It also provided me with a passion to help children in their vision, as well as being able to go overseas and provide vision care for those who don't have it. So I really want you to think about what this career can do for you.
What's up, everyone? It's your favorite optometrist, Dr. Daryl Glover. I graduated from North Carolina State University, go Wolfpack, and for optometry school, I graduated from the Pennsylvania College of Optometry, go PCO. So check it out. Today I wanted to share my story, how I got into this wonderful world of optometry. It's quite simple. While I was at NC State, I needed a job. I needed some money. So I started selling glasses. And when I tell you the first pair of glasses I sold changed my life because I saw how much it changed someone else's life, that really changed my world tremendously. I mean, it got to the point where not only was I selling glasses, I was changing lives and I could understand the concept of that. So I told myself, you know what? I want to be the one that's writing the prescription. I want to be the one that's helping the world with the most precious sense that we have, known as vision. So I went to the Pennsylvania College of Optometry School. And when I tell you that this profession is unmatched, it truly is. You have the opportunity to really change folks' lives day in and day out by not only just writing a prescription for them to see well, but you can also check the health of their eyes. And the health of your eyes can determine a lot that goes on with your body. As optometrists, we are the gatekeepers into the healthcare system. So a lot of times we see things first and we're able to diagnose it or put them in the right position with the right physician to be able to see. So you guys need to really explore optometry. It's an amazing profession. It's not just prescribing all day or checking health all day. You can actually do a lot of other things. I have several businesses outside of just my typical 9-to-5 with refracting and giving prescriptions. So check out optometry, guys. It's an amazing profession. It's your favorite optometrist, Dr. Daryl Glover. You guys have a great one, and I cannot wait to call you my colleague. Join Optometry.